Hello and welcome to Walk the Talk. I am Shekhar Gupta on First Light at Bombay Shivaji Park. And my guest today, who else but its most famous son, Sachin Tendulkar. Such a privilege to have you on Walk the Talk.
Thank you so much. Pleasure.
And I believe you really love to wake up early, isn't it?
I'm not a big fan of waking up early. Only if I'm training or visiting a temple or whatever, then I would do it. Otherwise, not really.
But this really is a cradle of so much talent, isn't it, Shivaji Park?
Yes, I mean, if you see, I mean, the lot of ex-cricketers stay around this park, and this is the heart of Mumbai cricket. And I grew up right here myself. Vinod Kambli, Praveen Ambre, Lalchand Rajput, all the India players played right here, and
doesn't look quite like the kind of pitches you get
I would think twice
matches.
after having played on better tracks. I mean, this looks a little dicey, but at that age you just want to go out and hit the ball as hard as possible and spend as many hours as possible on the ground. So.
But Sachin, you and Vinod were also quite a pair. You were very similar in some ways, but you were also very different in many ways. One left-handed, one right-handed. And a little factoid, the right-hander could throw left with the left hand. In fact, the right-hander writes with the left hand, and the left-hander wrote with the right hand.
Yes, I mean, we were totally different personalities.
But you were also ambidextrous. You could use both hands.
Yes, I mean, and so is Vinod.
Yeah.
But we were totally different in nature to each other, because Vinod was an outgoing person, enjoyed going out here and there.
Very flamboyant.
I was happy being in my room, put on some music and enjoy music or watch television. So it was wonderful. I mean, Vinod would always be up to mischiefs, and I used to be a loyal spectator all the time, giving positive responses. And it was wonderful. I mean, he used to joke around, and Vinod is an extremely funny character. I mean, and he's got a big heart.
What's been the toughest series for you so far?
I think that 1992 tour in South Africa was very tough. It was a wake-up call to us. We didn't expect the South Africans to come at us so strong, and we had a disastrous Australian tour before that. I mean, obviously the standard of playing was extremely high in Australia, and we played on some lively tracks. But in South Africa, we played a couple of side games and practice matches, and we did really well.
Right.
And one practice game where it was an eye-opener was against the President's 11, South Africa, where we bowled first and we got them out for 220, and we wanted to finish off the game. We said, okay, fine, let's go out and score big runs and beat them again. And when they bowled a couple of overs, we realized, okay, this is completely different cricket we are talking about. And from there on it started, and the tour was extremely tough, and the standard of playing was extremely high.
And the fielding?
Fielding, Jaunty Rhodes was all over the ground. I mean, he used to...
And you had the distinction that you don't want to remember, of being the first to be given out by third umpire.
Yes, I mean, Jaunty was, believe me, I mean, I've not seen anything like that in my entire career. I think he was something special. I mean, you see good fielders, then you see very good fielders and brilliant fielders, and then you see Jaunty. So he was right up there, and I don't think anyone has come, close to Jaunty.